She appeared out of nowhere. Barefoot. Disoriented. Dressed in clothing decades out of fashion. In a small town that hadn't seen something this strange in, well, forever. They said she'd been gone for 7 years. But to her, it had only been an hour. No scars. No signs of trauma. And no memories. Not one. The woman, mid-30s, healthy, silent at first, stood outside a gas station at 3:17 a.m. After a few seconds, she asked for the date. The attendant laughed. When he answered, she collapsed. She'd been reported missing 7 years and 3 days earlier. Same clothes. Same hairstyle. Same everything, including the mole under her left ear that her mother remembered well. But there was one difference: she didn't recognize anyone. When her family rushed in, her reaction was blank. Not fear, confusion. Like they were actors in a poorly rehearsed play. She didn't know her sister. She didn't remember her daughter. And when her husband tried to embrace her, she politely stepped back and whispered, "You've got the wrong person." Authorities were baffled. Her fingerprints matched. DNA identical. But her psychological responses, off. As if something had been reset deep inside her. When asked about her years away, she simply said, "I was dreaming." A long, lucid dream where time moved in slow motion. Where she lived in a white house with no doors, no windows, and a man with no face brought her meals on a silver tray exactly 3 times a day. Psychiatrists called it a trauma response. But no trauma was found. No brain damage. No substance abuse. Just silence. She was perfectly functional, could read, walk, drive, use a cell phone. But her personal history had vanished. Like someone had highlighted her entire past and hit delete. Then came the photographs. She was found in the background of tourist photos over the years. Always alone. Always out of focus. Looking directly at the camera. From Prague to Montreal to coastal Peru. Wearing the same clothes. Never aging. Never interacting with anyone. A researcher connected over 15 sightings, all dated and geotagged. No hotel records. No flight information. No credit history. Nothing. She wasn't living off-grid, she was slipping through it. When confronted with these images, she said something darker: "That wasn't me. It was the version of me they kept sending back." What followed can only be described as a cognitive unraveling. She began to speak in short, fragmented phrases that referenced events no one understood. Like the rooms were square but the shadows curved, and they changed the sky's color when we disobeyed. Drawings appeared in the margins of her notebooks, grids, hallways, cameras. Repeating patterns. She began sleeping in closets. Avoiding mirrors. Muting her phone and taping over the front-facing camera. When asked why, she said they watch through things that reflect. But only when we remember. Then, one night, she was gone again. No note. No trace. Her car still in the driveway. Security cameras disabled. But this time, something was left behind. Her journal, pages and pages of symbols, coordinates, and warnings written in a tight, spiraling font that began in the upper right corner and wound inward like a labyrinth. The final page read, "They walked me backwards through time until I forgot the door. I saw my reflection walking away from me." To this day, the sightings continue. Subtle ones. A reflection in a window that vanishes. A background blur in a viral photo that someone swears just blinked at them. They say if you dream of hallways that bend upward or doors that open into black water, she's close. The question isn't just where she went. It's who brought her back. And why they let her leave. Follow the quiet signal. Some stories are buried on purpose.